So we celebrate a new lifetime. Now, most of you might be like me, and making plans for New Year's Eve might be a bit of a chore. Trying to figure out where to go, who to be with, maybe share plans, so I go on the list of everything. The marketers have done that labor for us tonight and brought us all together. And I'd like to just raise my glass at the beginning and thank not only them, but the friends and family that makes it made possible for us to celebrate this time. So cheers. Now, let me know who I am, what is my time. And tonight I'm graciously humbled to introduce as Mark Justin. Now, I've been learning my entire life, and I've been introduced in the right ways. I've been introduced as Mike is cousin, Mike is roommate, and Mike is friend. What's nice to us? We grew up as cousins, and we saw each other throughout the holidays. But it wasn't until college that those lines started to blur. We'd hang out at ball games. Uncle Jim would come up to tailgate, and we'd see each other at the bars. And the guy looks nothing like me, but somehow we got into all the establishments with my ID. And it wasn't until after college, when I moved out to Los Angeles, and Mark came out, and we got an apartment together. And when you remove yourself from all of your friends and all of your family, you get to know a lot about yourself. And then you add to that, living with someone, you get to know a lot about them and how they live. And Rachel, good luck. So we learned a lot. And even though we tried very hard, what we didn't learn was how to be good surfers. We did, however, in relation to that, learn how to drink an ungodly amount of salt water, but we made it back to the beach every time. We learned that the car ride out to Las Vegas will be way much more enjoyable and way much more entertaining, and the car will smell way better than the ride home. You know what I'm talking about, Irish. We learned that sometimes it's a lot more fun to be home on a Friday night, and a lot cheaper. And Mark learned that during those Friday nights, he should stop challenging me to the game of Risk. I think you're 0-6, is that right, buddy? All right, anytime. We learned that if you leave a napkin inside of a turkey while cooking it during Thanksgiving, you're gonna get a lot of smoke in the apartment, and you might burn down the entire place. Now, Mark learned this one, and I want to thank him, kind of. But if you cook an entire pot of spaghetti noodles, and I mean a giant pot of spaghetti noodles, and you're done with them, you should probably just throw them away. Don't put them in the garbage disposal because it's going to back it up. And the entire apartment will smell like sewage for a couple days. Especially my room. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. But I think the most important lesson that we learned that was the true value in life are the friends that you make. And to have Mark as my friend, and now Rachel, I feel very wealthy. Now, our time had to end in Los Angeles, and Mark moved home for a lot of reasons that I would later move home myself. And if you ask him today, he'll tell you that he didn't see a future there. Despite the great weather and all the opportunities, he just couldn't see himself there. And it wasn't until a couple years after that I moved home, and I met Rachel for the first time. And I saw my friend and my brother find out what his future was. And I'm happy that you found her. So let's raise our glass one more time to these guys.
Hurrah!
They've inspired us all to find the happiness that they have tonight. As we celebrate the new year in their life together, and to be his best man, I couldn't be happier. Cheers.